Oh, good evening. Thought I'd have a look at a new loco. Well, it's new because I haven't had a look at it yet, but I've actually had it a little while. I've just not had a chance to even take it out of the box or have a look. And this is the a Gaugemaster Class 66 789, and this is in GBBF, and it's with the British Rail 1948 to 1977 logo, and this is the large blue logo. So the product code, if you want to know that, this is GM2210101, and let's get it out. And I assume Dapol make these for Gaugemaster, I don't know. Oh yes, yeah, great big sign there, Dapol. So this is obviously a Dapol one, not a Farish one, so I wasn't sure. I was on the assumption it was Dapol. So what do we have? All the instructions. So normal oiling points. Just the usual instructions, very detailed exploded view there, so actually quite good. A lot of parts to these locomotives nowadays compared to the past. I mean, the more parts on them, it can make them more unreliable, as I've been finding out with some of the newer models. And what is this bit of paperwork? That's just their Dapol's no quibble warranty, but they would quibble. So yeah. Obviously that would be a different story, but anyway, let's get this out of the box. I think I'm going to have to take all the foam out. This is extremely tight in the box. There we go. That will come out now. Will save any damage in transit, but you can damage it getting it out the packaging. So just before we have a look at the locomotives, there is some extra couplings there, and some like knuckle type couplings, I think they are, so quite interesting. Don't normally get that with the Engage models. Maybe this could be used on European ones as well. So let me put that back in the box so I don't lose any of the extras. Now I'm going to put all this to one side, and let's have a look at this locomotive. One thing that always strikes me on Engage is how small they are. You know, when you compare it to a 00 gauge, you know, and this one is incredibly light. It's unbelievably light. I don't even think there's a motor in this. Have I been sold a dummy locomotive? Oh, we'll see in a little while once we test it. But it is a lovely looking locomotive. I'd really like to get to see this up close, and I think that's the next thing we'll do. Let's have a look up close. I'll say this is, I think, a lovely looking locomotive. I do quite like the Class 66s, especially in the EWS and especially in this BR Blue. I know it's not the era that it would really be in. But let's have a better look right up close. So you can see some nice detail there. Some good definition on those stabs. Oh, look, nicely moulded, and not sure if they're all separate fitted. I'll have to have a closer look myself. You've got the British Rail plate there with the running number. See some nice detail on the front. And you have separate fitted wipers there. And you can see some cab detail in there. It's oh. Very difficult to see, sorry about the moving it around too much. Have some good detail on the roof. So I assume this is like the like a low emissions exhaust system. It looks like it's got like speckles of rust on there. And so you can see looks like a separately fitted grille. And there we have the Class 66 Gaugemaster collection from Dapol. So I think the next thing we can do is let's see how well this one runs. Just before we put it on the track, let's just see how much this weighs. That is very light. I wonder what's actually inside. So, but before we have a look in that, let's see how well this runs. Okay then, let's see if this runs. Just going to turn it up. It's on analog, this one is. I don't have a DCC fitted, so nice and slowly, yep. And very smooth. Only got this short piece of test track on my fiddle yard. Yeah, that's running really nice. So let's have a look at a crawl. Okay, I'm just going to slowly turn this up. Remember, it is on analog, so less control over it over digital. That moves very nice and slowly. Great for your depot layouts. And that is really good. Is it smoother? Let's just turn it up a little bit more. That's perfect control for your smaller shelf layout. Yes, what a lovely model. How easy it is to chip. Okay, let's see how we get this off. I'm pretty sure these just clip off, so what I saw in the instructions earlier, so seems to come loose. Now, if I remember from one of the Dapol 66s I had in the past, it had wires attaching it for the lighting circuit. Okay, that's good. I was expecting some wires there and a little connector, but no, they've got spring connectors for the lights, which is really good, and the 18 pin next. Not sure where, is there a speaker? No. Pretty sure you've got plenty of room for speakers and anything. And actually plenty of room to put extra weight if you wanted to, you know, so it just seems so light, you know. When we weighed it earlier, you could see how light that was, you know, but it just clips on nice. Just one thing I did notice that I'll just show you. I'll just unclip it again. There is an arrow there, and there's an arrow inside, so it tells you which direction to clip the body back on. I wonder why, because it really should be the same either way, but there must be a reason for that, so I'm going to make sure that it is kept with the arrows, so I'm just doing that. And yes, definitely like this model, definitely recommend it. A little bit on the light side, so if you was pulling a big rake of wagons, so if you was trying to pull 21 HAA wagons with this, you may struggle. You may want a double head, you know, to give it a sort of a really good prototypical, but these class 66 was supposed to be 3000 brake horsepower and not really needed to be double headed. So, but I've seen them in triple head coming through Ilkeston once, so you know, so it's not unusual. Oh, one thing before we go, I forgot to show you on the test track, but we do have lights on this model, so I think you can probably just see them there. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you found it very useful. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a good evening.